Hello, are we live? I hope so.
Some confusion is perfectly normal at this stage, Captain. Do you have the visual signal?
Hey, Hussein. All right, good, good. We seem to be up and running. There is no sound. Interesting. There should. Oh, the mic was pointed far away from me. Be sound, at least here like this. Hey, everybody. I decided we're doing a little bit of traditional sketching today. Haven't done that in a while, so why not? And I'm still looking for some ref. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing tonight or today? Whatever you guys are doing. Also, I think I set up the camera correctly, but in case, oh, it's too loud now. Oh, let me turn this down a bit. In case it's too much, tell me if it's a bit blurry. Oi! Matsubab is in the house. He decided to become like a British jock or something.
Do you have the visual signal? Camera 31,000.
Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how to do that wing. I just drew this, but I don't remember. Doing great, thank you for asking. Just had a good 3-hour nap and I'm full of energy and positive. Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Very good. I always like it when you wake up from a nap fully energized. Sometimes the opposite happens, like you wake up groggy, but when you wake up like proper energized, that's nice. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, naps are the best. When I was younger, I didn't agree with that, but now I very much do. As per usual, if you have questions or remarks, feel free to pop them in the chat. You're always welcome. This is the moment if you ever wanna ask me something. But if you just wanna chill in the background, draw along, absolutely feel free to do that as well. There are no strict rules here. As you know, it's all about just having fun and drawing. That's the main thing here. Yes, Kevin, just feel like I was born again. Wish I felt like this in the morning. Just watched your watercolors video. Liked the landscape. Was cool. Thank you. Very kind. You're just my background noise for prepping my dinner cereal. Cereal for dinner? What? I didn't know that's a thing. Are you legally allowed to do that? Cereal for dinner? I wanted to ask how to practice adding texture when you are drawing in cell shading style. That's a good question. Sadly, I'm doing digital now. Like what I do for texture when I'm doing cell shading, I many times do it with the inking part itself. So I use a bit grungier inking style. Or you can also just have fun with the color, but it depends a lot on the type of texture that you want to use or what you want to texture. I would not use photo texture in that case. Like if you want to have like an artistic cell shaded sort of style approach, I would not do the photo texture. We live in a country that denies the Geneva Convention of Food. Serial torture, good one. Good one, Kim. 10 likes already. Wonder how fast we will go to 15 likes. It's not about the likes. It's about people discovering the joy in drawing. That is what we're doing this for. We want people to enjoy just chilling out and drawing a little bit, forgetting about life's everyday problems and just zoning in and enjoying a little bit of creativity, coming up with interesting things. I'm not the biggest fan of the back part. That I like it, and at the same time something is missing, but I don't feel like I can come up with something, because I don't want to just give it fins. That would be weird. Hey Pufferjala, welcome. Doing good. Just a chill evening. Just drinking some nice tea. Let me see. Actually, let me just do a quick study. I haven't done a study in a while. Let's see if you have some nice vehicle that I can sketch. Let's try this one. Lola and I was thinking fins. Robert, could be hexagonal prism on the tail. Well, the thing is, let me just do a couple of. Let's put it there. This one has a nice sort of running off effect, right? And then if I put anything there, it just feels too much. Whether if it's hexagonal or not, the shape is not something that I thought. Just the presence of something makes it feel helicoptery. So because this is based on the Naboo starfighter. Now I don't exactly know how the Naboo starfighter looks, but it goes something like this, right? There's the thing, and then you have the two engines there, and then the engines also are in a teardrop shape, and then you have the two where it's shooting from. Like this is how I remember the Naboo starfighter, something like this. It has nothing there, so maybe I just have to be okay with it nothing being there. Maybe it's just something that I have to get used to. Is that the senior system income version of the? It is basically, what if somebody described it in a message very good. What if income was higher to design sort of a Naboo fighter? That's the idea. Hexagon in the frontal plane, starting from the tip of the tail. Longer than wider. Yeah, I see what you mean. So if it was maybe something like that, Yeah, but I still just it's too helicoptery for my taste. The internet is a load of rubbish. Deutsche Telekom and Cloudflare can't get into an agreement on prices. I thought you live in Hungary. Do you have Deutsche Telekom in Hungary as well? What if you turn it around? Back becomes front. Well, then it's just what was that fighter? If I'm correct, then the rebellion was looking to replace their X-wings with these kind of ships. I don't remember its names. I'm not enough of a Star Wars nerd to remember the name. Let me see. X. There we go. E-wing. E-wing. It doesn't look like this at all. I was wrong. So E-wing goes a little bit like this, I see. So I did remember this correctly, but I forgot about the engine that's underneath there. Look at that. Nah, E-wing looks different. I mean, it does, but it also it doesn't, because if you look at it from above, you have the body that goes like this, and then you have the wing that goes like this, and then you have the two engines there. Now, what I did is basically you have the body that goes like this, then you have the wing that goes like the Naboo one, and then I just added like bigger flaps here, and I moved the engines there and added that little part. So to me it's not enough of a differentiator to turn it around. Yeah, I live in Hungary, but I have telecom wires here, and from here the data goes through the DT network. From there they use Cloudflare data points, but telecom do not want to pay the price. Oh, okay. Like I was on telecom for the longest time, but the Netherlands bought up at least the telecom thing that was here, and they just renamed it. So I just stuck with that. Tomás Szabó László, what advice would you give to someone who wants to learn product design from scratch in Hungary? What has your journey been like? Well, product design you need school for. My advice is, if you want to learn product design, go to a school or uni that teaches product design, because product design is not something that you pick up by yourself. You can be like a maker and a builder, and you can do your own stuff, that's fine. But sketching is not the same as product design. You need to learn design principles, you need to learn a little bit of engineering, you need to learn a bit of psychology for your products, and how to do research, how to interact with people. So there's a lot of stuff that goes in there that it's the best to learn from an actual program. Uferjula, maybe you can go fancy with the design and you can use some thin force field to hold an attachment after it. Yeah, that's not Star Wars though. I could go, but it's not Star Wars. Hate on Ashoka as you like, but those World War II mercenary ships had a great vibe. Giant stubby nose, and I don't know, I didn't watch Ashoka, so I have no idea. I don't hate on Ashoka, I just didn't care to watch it. Like, I even stopped watching, what's it called? The Mandalorian, because they were bringing in all those Mandalorian ladies that had some sort of big background that I was supposed to watch some show to understand, and I was just like, nah, thank you. I'm good. Let's see what I have. No, it's not enough. I have some grace here. Give me a second. Thomas, so thank you. Are you a product designer? What is your degree, if you have one? I have a bachelor's. Oh wait, let me grab this. And I'll talk when I'm closer to the mic. Jesus. That's a mistake. There we go. Okay. So I have a bachelor's in mechanical engineering and a master's in product design. And my work is absolutely not related to any of those things. So be prepared that life will just do whatever life wants to do. Matsubob, look up Adam Miklos design. Great young Budapest based designer. Oh, there you go. Front heavy push pointed equals sleek horseshoe crab shape. Oh, I know that one. Yeah. There's not a lot of reason to give this any rendering, but I thought, why not? You also hated on Ender for its spacing. In both seasons. No, first season I loved. First season I loved from the beginning. Second season I still don't think that the first 3 episodes needed to be 3 episodes. It could have been 1 episode. So the rest of the episodes were fantastic, I'll give you that. But the first 3 episodes, way too slow. That was just a bunch of stuff happened that made no sense. I showed my artwork to some people and now they want me to just graphic design, which is not what I was expecting. Yeah, I hate that when people think, oh, you can draw, can you do some graphic design for us? Not the same skill, buddy. Not the same skill. two very different skills actually. Wow, that is one harsh red. Not quite as muted as the color suggests. If you hate the long empty tail, for now, can you give it a sophisticated landing gear when grounded? I mean, I was thinking it would have like a similar landing gear that the Naboo one has, the N1. So basically, if you look at it from like this is the wing. Basically we'd have two legs out there and one leg out there from that longer tail. Oh wow, I drew that a bit sideways, I realize now. But yeah, something like that is what I was thinking. I was also thinking maybe you could I could do some sort of flaps that you have in the wings as well, which name I don't know now. Usually we have some engineering people who know these things. But as I said, it could also be that the tail works perfectly, I just have to get used to it. Look up the landing fin of General Grievous' Solus one. Let's see. It shows me mostly Lego. I love sci-fi and I love Star Wars, but like it still doesn't make sense that you would have personalized one-person cockpit ships. It's just I don't think it makes a lot of sense, especially as a general. Like if you would have like an escape capsule or something, okay. But like it's not even a private jet, it's like a mini private jet that you have to fly. But then again also all the personal starfighters of the Jedi wouldn't make much sense. But yeah, I see what you mean with the folding down tail. Yeah. Oh, that could work. How is everybody doing with the winter, by the way? We have a bit of a stronger winter than we had for a couple of years now. At least I feel like across Europe we have it like that. Not sure where everybody is from, but the Netherlands for sure is a bit caught off guard, it feels like. Almost as if it was influenced by people living in a country based on oversized personal transport vehicles, exactly. Very good. Sandstorms here. Oh, where are you from, Solver? That was a good one, Mats. That was a good one. But then it makes sense, right? Because that's what they were used to. By the way, Kim, are you still around? I have a question for you. Egypt, around Egypt. Okay. Man, I've never been in a sandstorm. I can't. It's so hard to imagine how that is. I know it clearly from movies and whatnot, but it must be crazy being in it. Mark asks, hello sir, thank you for this live. You want to talk about winter? I live in Quebec province, -20 and 6 meters. Wait. 6,000? Jesus Christ. Doing great and loving it. Star Wars originals are amazing. Kim is still around. 22nd. Are you in Brussels by any chance? No, I'll be there 22nd, 23rd, 24th. But I still have to figure out how available I will be. But just keep that in mind. Might catch up again. I loved winter when I was a kid. Luckily now I'm living almost in subtropics. 150 centimeters, minus 20. Yeah, okay, that's 1.5 meters of snow. No, thank you. The root in my head intensifies. uh, um, yes, Mark. I mean, I don't remember that any. I mean, it's been a while. My coldest winter that I ever did was minus 24 degrees, and I was walking 40 minutes to my uni, actually more than 50 minutes to my uni, and by the time I was there, I felt like crying. I was ready to cry. I disliked it so much. My dad told me that the winter before I was born, it was minus 32 degrees, and in a 30-minute sled ride, he had icicles on his mustache. So we have some of those here. It's dust and it hurts your eyes. Kind of, if you are not used to it, it hurts your skin as well. I would love to see snow. Yeah, I can imagine. Like I remember when all the Latinos, when I was studying, and they saw snow for the first time, they were all going crazy for it. We'll be working at Brussels airport on that Monday. Could have dinner in the evening. Okay, let's keep that in mind. I know that the client that I'm working for might want to do something in the evening as well, but if it doesn't drag out too much, it would be nice to grab a bite. Okay. Ooh, Matze, speaking of Star Wars, I don't know if it came out for the Switch or not, but did you play the Outlaws game? The one made by Ubisoft. I had a lot of fun with that one. I can recommend that one if you want some Star Wars goodness. Yeah, or Sunday. Yeah, sure. We'll let's keep that in mind. Insert trader name here. I got Sandstorm. You receive centimeters. No. Nah, not a Switch thing. Ah, that's a shame. Mark. Yeah, we got -30 last week and next week. I live in the forest close to ski resort and mountains. I love it. Hated it when I lived in the city. You get used to it. Got icicles in my beard all the time. Man. When I was younger, I was very much a city boy. But now I could see myself more or enjoying something like that way more. But I guess I'm still a little bit of a city boy. I just like the hustle. Even a city boy. I haven't been in the city in 2 weeks now. We live in a small village as well. Not really anything to write home about, but I guess it's great for raising a child. Waiting to pull the trigger on a GameCube. What? Cloudflare website is so crowded from my side that I can't even download their VPN called Warp. You are having some proper internet issues, my friend. Okay, wait, I need a lighter. Is this a lighter one? Oh yeah. Look at you now, living the burgerlijk suburb life. I mean, yeah, what you gonna do? I saw a bunch of reels. People were not complaining, but making the joke that the Sum 41 song, or I don't want to be another victim of society, and then we all became victims of society. It's just, I guess it's just part of growing up. Not much you can do about that. Okay, let's bust out another piece of paper. Oh yeah, I wanted to do a study. Let's see if that is still relevant. unfortunately, I love it. Now I checked out the VPN, so it's the best, and so on. Everyone says Proton is good. I mean, for most good VPNs, you have to pay anyways, no? At least as far as I understood. I messed up something with the proportions here, but I do not know what. So as points to use even if you are a non-paying user. The joke is that Proton says that it has free server points in Poland, but I can't use it. Yeah, honestly, I don't remember last time I used VPN. I think it was one of these years where my wife wanted to watch the Eurovision Song Contest in English, and that was the only way I could get it. Good old days in China, always having at least 3 VPNs on my phone, cycling through. Oi, good day, good night, everyone. Good day, good night, Kunowuro. Okay, I don't know who changed the display name, the username, but now should be back. I don't know who that was either. It wasn't me. Okay, I don't think I will be able to grab that particular blue there. But let's give it a shot. Oh, we have come to the end of the music. Hello from Shed. It's our National Shed Day. Is it really a national holiday in New Zealand? Okay, where is the music? We need more music. Not there. There we go. There we go. It's been a while since I was on the live stream. Back to core. By the way, what's everyone doing? I'll answer the man. All Robert is doing this fancy little truck, and I struggle with my internet. It is. Well, happy. We need to do something to celebrate National Kiwi Day. What are you doing to celebrate? Shed just got real. Mighty Duck. Funny, I just stepped over the live stream. I think I watched your videos like 7 years or 8 years ago during my industrial design studies. No, don't say these words. 7, 8 years, that is... Yay. I didn't know I've been online for such a long time. That's crazy. That is crazy. But I am happy. I'm happy to have you here. How did your industrial design studies go? Did you successfully graduate? Do interesting things? Hanemant, do you get to celebrate too being from Romania and live Holland? I mean, I could, but since I'm here, I only celebrate the Dutch one. That's the... And that I don't really celebrate that much. Like, if my wife has enough amigurumi stuff to sell, then I go out with her, because on the national holiday of the Dutch, they have this tradition of just sitting somewhere outside the street and just trying to sell old stuff. And all the kids take all their old toys and comics and whatnot and try to sell them. So that's when I sit with my wife and we try to sell her amigurumi. But other than that, I don't really celebrate. Kim, thinking about AI and how I should responsibly use it for coding. That's what I'm doing. But tomorrow I'm going to Breda for a knitting expo. Oh, you're coming up here! That's cool. What do you know? Do you have some expectations? What should be the coolest thing that you want to see there at the expo, Kim? Mighty Duck, sorry, bro. I'm teaching sketching myself now. Oh, very good. At the uni where you finished? Master Robert, the other day I watched a nostalgic commentary on BioShock. The game is 20 years old, yeah? I would love to order something custom again, but got invited to a wedding in Nepal. Oh wow! That is, yeah. I would take that over sticking around as well. Sounds like quite a bit more fun. Kupul is the knitting expert, just going along for the vibe. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Selling stuff to celebrate national holiday, that's like the ultimate Dutch thing. I graduated in Pforzheim, Germany. Oh, very nice. Yeah, Pforzheim, back in the days, when I was looking into doing my industrial design studies, I was looking into Pforzheim as well. It's quite a prestigious uni, apparently. Have you got your water bottle, little Robert? You mean this one here? Actually, I got tea here. I should be drinking that. I'm not a fan of this green brew. Let's try this one. Just making sure, Hannah. Mr. Big Rig, Mr. Big Rig. Sounds like automotive design. Spend the rest of your days iterating on headlights only, or side mirrors, or what is it? Hubcaps. Deep dive. How to think bizarre, like in any good or bad drawing perspective. Sorry, deep dive. Can you reiterate that question? I'm not sure I understand you. Looks like this little body will stay on my machine for sure. Oh, the warp. Yeah. Mark is finishing drawing a lighting plan for a beautiful house. Architecture? I always love architecture drawing. It has something really cool about it. Well, I forgot about this here, but alright. I'm an expert in bad drawing. No, but seriously, deep dive. Was that a question? I didn't quite. Didn't quite follow if that was a question or not. And side mirrors. All right. Well, here. Okay. There. Happy, Kim? Christian, hi Robert, love your channel. Are you from Romania? Yes, yes I am. Kim is happy, yes, very good. Oh, throwing the mic away. Do I have a thinner one? I do, but I'm not sure if that is working, because we will need one for... Oh, it is working. Oh, working is a strong word. Okay, so we can do that. And then we need an orange one for the other ones. Orange, orange, orange. Orange, you glad that I picked you. There you go. Are side mirrors in drawings the hands of cars? You forget about them or try to... Well, this is not the best example, right? Because it's not aerodynamic. But I feel like when you're drawing those super aerodynamic shape, wow, I don't know how to speak anymore. When you're drawing those super aerodynamic shapes, like mirrors are just something that really throw off the whole vibe of the thing. Lighting designer for the last 38 years. Now that is awesome. Now that is something that you don't think about. But it is actually very important and very cool. That's nice. And lighting, is that interiors, houses, everything? Okay, deep dive. How to not think drawing idea for its look, but rather the idea of drawing which is bizarre, something that is not day to day. What are those ideas? How to not thinking a drawing idea for its looks. So I think you're talking about how to not just draw something because it looks cool, but maybe also make it functional. I hope. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Well, that's what I was talking also. Somebody asked before about, like, if I could give him some advice, and I said, well, yeah, for design I would recommend you go to uni, because it would be good to be exposed to a whole bunch of different design ideas and methodologies and whatnot. But I would say that the main thing is, for me personally, and I said this many times, design is like problem solving. So we have a problem, then like, okay, what are the specific problems? A, B, C. Then we have a problem with a product or whatever it is. Product, let's G. Then I go out into the world, like we have the world, and then I take a look what sort of similar products to G out there. And I try to see, do they have a similar problem? How did they solve their problems, or how do they circumnavigate that problem? And then I sort of try to come up with solutions for my G. It can be based on this. It's gonna have A, B, and C solutions. And I try to implement them into my product, and then my product changes shape or changes function, doesn't matter. But for me, the main idea is that I like solving problems. So here it's not necessarily a problem, but we were talking about what if, for the non-Super Star Wars nerds, what if like a Naboo starfighter was built by a company who does something like the X-Wings. So how would that look? What would change? What would be different? So for me, it's always like a function is a very important thing. And even if I draw something cool that I just like drawing for the drawing part, I try to see, okay, so then how can I take this apart and see some function in it? Okay, let's see, Core, what you say. Maybe what Deep Dive wants to know, ask how to not draw just because you want to draw without thinking. It needs to look good to be worth it. How to stop worrying about art and start again after losing passion. We'll get back to that in a second, no chipmunk. How to draw just because you want to draw without worrying. Oh, the opposite. I see, the opposite. For me, so what? Just to address what Core says. I like to try to do studies, but I don't want to necessarily capture exactly what's there. So for this same car, I could do just a very rough study of like, okay, so we have two headlights and we have sort of the grille here, and then we have the hood here, and then I want to make sure to mostly I'm just having fun and I'm just trying to see what's there. So I'm not even going to pretend or try to be correct with the proportions, and I'm just gonna exaggerate and move everything a little bit just for the fun of it. So I'm sort of still trying to draw what I see, but I'm also gonna take it apart a little bit. So I know that, okay, so this technically continues here, like that, and this is where the front part of the car is. So then this would be the back, and then I have seats there. And then I can draw some sort of suspension there, central axis, the other part. We have some undercarriage. And then what I like to do is also just do little annotations for myself. Like what I missed here is like this back part is longer. And then like how long should it be? So basically for me, I use drawing not just to draw fun stuff, but also to just explore, take things apart and see how something works. We will do No Chipmunk in a second. Deep dive. Let's say want to draw a flower, but condition is it should be tell a story rather than looking good or bad. I mean, that is up to you. That is also something personal, because let's say let's just draw a flower in a flower pot, right? So I have a flower pot here. And I have a flower here. You have a flower in a flower pot, doesn't do much, but what you can do, you can also have some fun with it. So you draw your flower pot, but what if this pot is broken? What is the ground? What if the ground is a little bit on the floor? The flower lost its petals. And then you can maybe also see sort of like a footprint in the mud that's there. So you still drew a flower technically, but there is something happened to the flower. There is the pot broke. There is a footprint in the dust in the soil of the flower. So something happened there. So this is technically it's also a flower, but this one has storytelling to it. So this is how I would address it. Okay, let's return to No Chipmunk. How to stop worrying about AI art and start again after losing passion. I'm not worried about AI art personally, because I know I'm not the best artist, and this is what I can draw. Spaceships and robots. I'm horrible with humans, I'm horrible with many other things. But even if I prompt something cool, like I don't know, I spend 10 minutes, prompt, edit, prompt, edit, prompt, edit, and then, oh wow, that's a cool drawing. I did it in 10-15 minutes. And like, it doesn't feel like I did anything, so it doesn't feel nice. But when I spend a whole lot of time on the drawing, like I don't think I have a lot of cool stuff in here. But for example, I was just sitting at a cafe, having a beer and drawing what I saw at the cafe. That was really fun. Or like we had a challenge, and I was just coming up and drawing these sketches of these sort of robots that are animals. I'm really happy I did that. Like this one I spent a bit of time with. I get much more out of something like this than generating something with AI. So I am not worried about AI, and AI is not really taking my passion for drawing. That could be just me, but yeah, that's my approach to it. Interior house, restaurant, exterior and house, hardscape and landscape. That is so cool, man. Like just having to think like, okay, how is the light falling at different times of the day? How is it going to change the whole atmosphere? I really like that. Core is also answering the question. Well, if it helps, AI is not art. It's an image. What matters about art is the person behind it. I think of it like a random stranger saying, I love you. Okay, now think of a close one saying that. It matters more. Yeah. Kim, so man, I see a paper on the screen which said, do not disclose this seed to anybody. Are you sharing something which you shouldn't? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No, I finally after years and years transferred my Bitcoin from a digital phone wallet to a ledger. We're good. We're all safe. Thank you, sir. Not just only about flower, but about anything. How to develop that thinking that tells a story. Glad it helped. Don't be hard on yourself. You can draw a kiwi bird. That's why it crashed. I don't think I caused it, my friend. Kiwi bird, yeah, why not? It is your national. Here, you know what? I'll do you one better. You will give me your what's it called? Your address later, Big Rig, and if you want, I can draw you a kiwi bird bookmark. Does that sound like a deal? There we go. Little Rick loves reading and always needs a bookmark. There we go. Okay, let's try and do that then. Oof, it's a bit late, but let's see. Let's say want to make a chair which has a story to tell even on first glance. Ooh, there was a good I don't remember his Mike Hill maybe. There was an industrial designer for the movie industry who made once a video about the importance of props, and he was using a chair. It was a very good video. Wish I would remember that one, because that I think that that speaks exactly about this. Going to bed here. Thanks for stream. Thank you for popping in, Kim. Have a lovely evening. Yep, a lot of calculations, math, physics, gut feeling, different lighting technologies over the years. Reflections, refractions, just fun every single day. Like you said, problem solvers. Yeah, it's like a beautiful way of, or like an artistic way of finding problems that need solving. Little signature. And now to find the browns. I think I have some here actually. Do I have something lighter? I might need something even lighter than this. No, this is very warm. Oh, there we go. This is, for now, this is better. So it's gonna be a little bit, not runny, but soaky uppy, if that's a word. This is not exactly marker paper, so it is not reacting the best way to markers, but it is quite sturdy paper, so there's always ups and downs. Okay, now the question, now the real question. I think actually it's not I think that's immediately good. No, definitely not this one. Holy no. Maybe this one. No, I think we'll stick with this one. And then maybe a bit more grayish, warm gray for the and the beak is a very gentle, barely a bit of pink to it. Woohoo! Not this, that's for sure. That's super pink. It's difficult finding a good that is not pink, that is orange. Also in the darkness I don't really see. Oh, this could work, we have something. It doesn't look like pink, but it is. There we go. I need to buy some kiwi fruit now. Just get a kiwi bird and chop it into half. Problem solved. It's very, very easy. There you go. Happy National Kiwi Day, my friend. All right. Well, most of the time this probably wasn't in camera at all. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is getting late here. Just to showcase what we did tonight. Sort of something like this. There you go. This is our output for the night. Mr. Big Rig, you send me a message with your address and I'll make sure to post this little kiwi bird as a celebration to you. Everybody else, I wish you a great evening, have a great time, and till next time, keep on sketching, everybody. Bye bye.